Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I as the second speaker will explain about the factors related to the status of reference in the mental model. There are a number of influences in general and pronouns in particular that appear to be best described as influences on the status of the reference in a representation or mental model of the discourse. Pronouns are used to refer to reference that are highly accessible in the mental model of the discourse. There are a number of ways in which a referent can be made more prominent or accessible in the discourse, resulting in faster processing times. Okay, we move to the ways of another potential source of influence on how people interpret pronouns. The first is the giveness of referent. Something needs to be explicitly mentioned in order to be given. For example, when a woman is in the state of being pregnant, a baby is a central part. This can be enough to make a referent accessible enough to cause no slowing in pronoun processing compared with an explicitly mentioned attendance referent. There are also different degrees of giveness and so different ways of being given. First, in a sentence may appears to have an important impact, related not only in conference processing but also in other domain as well. In addition, a wrinkle in how to think about effect of first mention or subjecthood is that yet another status may be at work in this case. For most simple declarative sentences, one can partition to the sentence into what it is about and what new information is being provided. What the sentence is about is the topic, and topics are often at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, the second is coherence relation. Sentence or sentences clauses in a coherent discourse can be said to have particular relation between them. For the example is one sentence or clause may provide more information about an entity or even mention in the previous sentence, or elaborate that entity or event. Or a second sentence may be provide a cause for the state of affairs of the first sentence, or it may provide a consequence or result. It may provide an equivalent or parallel relationship between the other entities or events. The third is implicit causality. Some verbs carry with them an implication about what or who caused the event. Okay, we move to the example. For example, for the coherent relation, I have mentioned it before. And the next example is Samuel threatened Justin with a knife, and Erin blindfolded him with a scarf. Samuel threatened Justin with a knife, and Erin stopped him with pepper spray. In the first one, Samuel threatened Justin with a knife and Erin blindfolded him with a scarf. The coherence relation is parallel. Samuel does something and Erin does something. Whereas in the second one, the relation is one of result. Sam does something And as a result of this, Erin does something. Finally, for the example of implicit causality, the implication what or who caused the event. It was the teacher who did something in the past that then caused the student to be amazed. Implied to have done something, the teacher admired the firefighter because he rescued a trapped man. For the first example, in implicit causality, it was the teacher who did something. The teacher who did something in the past that then caused the student to be amazed. This can be called the teacher verbs because the causer is the first noun phrase. So the teacher is the noun phrase. There are also the student like admire, in which is the patient or second noun phrase who is implied to have done something. For the second example, in the sentence of like the teacher admired the student. Now is the student who has done something in the past that then caused the teacher to admire him or her. If the sentence continues with a because clause, such as teacher admire a firefighter because he rescued a trapped man, that clause is read faster than the pronoun can be interpreted as referring to the implicit causer, compared with when it cannot. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. For my part, I'll close with Hamdalah. Thank you very much, and sorry if I make mistake. Thank you.